Hello and welcome to another interesting video of Manual QA Engineer. In this video, we are going to learn how we can test the forms not only just as a user but for usability and most importantly, functionality, validation, and if a form is working as expected or not. So many websites like people are building now with vibe coding, Lovable, and other platforms with cloud code. So people are building their websites mostly for their personal brands and to get the leads. So every other website has a form. So if you get a project, you need to test the form very thoroughly for different items for the checklist, which I am going to show you. So in this video, we will learn how we can test the forms for validation and etc. everything and functionality. And if you don't know about me, my name is Vakas and I am a QA engineer having 10 years of experience, and I am teaching you how you can be a manual QA engineer and automation engineer in this era of technology because there is a huge demand of QA engineers. Stick with me, subscribe my channel, and I will show you how you can be a QA engineer who can earn 100K dollars per year. Let's jump to the main part now. So, testing the website forms, in this video, I am going to show you a checklist, some inputs, and this is a live demo. So, let's get to the checklist first. So, on any website, you will get the form, for example, contact form, lead form, or any other form, and mostly the input fields are same. Those can be email input field or password or the phone number or message input field or checkboxes drop down, so all the form input field. So we need to check the form validation all the time if validation is working correctly. Otherwise people can scam, send the spam messages and fill your database, which is a problem. Then we need to do the boundary value analysis. Then we need to do the error messages if those are user friendly, if user can understand those or not, and then how the form submission behave in different devices in different things. So to practice this we will go to the practice page which I have created for you on my website. So if you go to qaengineervacas.com slash qa practice, you will get this page where there are different forms and we will practice this. Now in this practice we will try to submit the checklist. So this is the checklist. You have to test how the form behave when you try to submit the empty form, when you try to submit the spaces only, when you try to submit the long messages, when you add the special characters in the form input fields, and when you add the emojis, when you add the script. So if script can be added and form can be submitted, then anyone can inject the bad code in your database which can create a security problem. So be careful about this. Then we can test the SQL code and wrong format email, boundary numbers, copy paste versus typing. So this is the full checklist which you should run. I will not run all of these because you can understand these things. I will show you a few of them to not make the video very longer. And next is the error messages. So let's get to the website first. So for example, this is a login form. Now in the login form there can be different things. So first thing is I will check the login and quickly test if it is expecting the what it is doing when we try to fill the form without adding anything in the input field. So here it says please fill all the fields. So this message is also user friendly because it is telling the user that the fields are not properly filled. Then for example vakas at qa.com, and I can write for example without password. Now let's, I have entered the email but I can do the login again. So again it is saying please fill all the fields. Now this message is not user friendly. It should say that please enter the password. Okay, so the proper message should be visible to the user. Now if I enter the user for example, now there is another usability problem in this form. You see there is no I icon here. So If the user cannot see it, the user might be entering something incorrectly in the keyboard by mistakenly select another key, but the user is not able to understand what he is entering. So there should be an eye icon to view the entered password. That would be better. Now if I click on login, it will say login successful, but at the same time there is another issue. I am seeing this pop up, but the error message is still there. So this is another issue which need to be fixed in this form. Now let's get to the sign up form. For example, first of all, try it without selecting anything. It is saying name is required, which is good. I can enter the name like Wakas Ahmed. And now let's try again sign up. Now it is saying enter valid email. We will try an invalid email, pkt.com. Let's see how it says. The error message should be changed. Now it is saying enter valid email address, so it is good. We can have the password, and we can have the password again here. So here no eye icon is here, but still it is a bit better from this, because here we have the enter password and re-enter password, so both will match and then sign up. Otherwise there should be an eye icon, very mandatory, because if the user enters something here which he don't want to enter and sign up, he will have to reset the password later. Now I will click sign up. Now it is saying that enter the valid email. Now I will enter the valid email, for example, at gmail.com. And now let's try. Now it says password don't match, so this is good. The validation should work properly, and the message to the user should be clear to him, telling him what is happening and what he needs to do. So I will say this. It should match now. Now I will sign up. It says sign up successfully, but the message is still there, which is a problem which need to be fixed. Now this is good. Similarly, now this is the form element where I can select the drop down. If I select Pakistan, for example, and I agree to terms and click on submit, you see nothing happens. So this is a bug. It means the functionality of submitting the form is not working. So this is a problem. Now here we have some missing validations. So let's try. For example, I try to submit it without something. So it is saying submit it because there is no validation. So this is a bug. So for example, if anyone can come here and write, for example, any email, and any not any email actually, like this, any content like this, and send the message, there is no validation for it. It means someone can automate this to break your database of the your company, and he will submit 1 million contact forms in 10 minutes, and then your database will be not secure, and it will have a lot of incorrect data, and it will break your system. So we need to be very careful about validation properly. Similarly, it says in the message we can send long messages. Try to send long messages with, for example, a very long messages, and we need to check if those are accepted or not. So the validation should be properly working. Here, no validation is working. It means anyone can submit a lot of issues, a lot of spam data on your database, which can break the website or web application of your company, and it can be a spam, and it can be a downtime, and a lot of issues can happen due to this. Now, if we go back to this, we can check the emojis as well. For example, if I check the emoji here, and let's say this one, so it is still saying login successful. So this is a bug, because user is not able to do anything. So now let's get to a real website, and then check the validation. For example, on my website, if we go to book a call here, it will redirect me here, and okay, let's not use it, let's use another one. For example, you tell me in the comment what websites should I test in the next video, and I can test those. Thank you and have a nice day.